What's up, guys, and welcome to another episode of Trendy Talk. My name is Amy Lauren. I'm a fitness girl with various businesses in the health and wellness industry. On today's episode, we have a true beauty sensation with her own skincare brand that has taken the industry in Mallorca and the UK by storm. Known for her glowing, flawless complexion that we all dream of achieving, she's also a proud mum to a beautiful little girl, balancing motherhood with a thriving fitness routine and a powerhouse business career. Get ready to soak up her invaluable skincare and anti-aging tips. It's Stephanie Day.
What an introduction. Woo! I don't even feel like that can get any better.
Well, there you go.
We heads like that.
At Trendy Talk, we write out the introductions and then we give it to the guests. Yeah. And you can just read it to yourself in the morning.
That's going to be my daily mantra.
Love it. It's so nice to have you on the podcast.
I'm happy to be here. Thank you for having me.
Have you done a podcast?
Yeah, I've done a podcast before. I did one last year.
Oh, cool.
In Liverpool, but this is like the goal for this year. Like I really want to get onto more. So I'm really excited about this one. Start the year off.
One in January.
Yeah.
Check. Done. So let's kind of talk about how we met.
Yeah.
So Stephanie used to work at a skin clinic here in Mallorca. And I used to go there for facials.
Yeah.
And I loved my facials with her. I'm not just saying that. Like when she left, I was devastated. And not only that, when I did go back for a facial, something bad happened. Let's just say I kind of took a reaction. I ended up in hospital. Okay. So I miss my girl. And I just loved, like, you were so into it, like from day one. Like it was just such a passion of yours. And also we share in common that we're really into fitness as well.
Yeah.
So that's how we met. We just clicked as well, I think. Also being like from the UK, living in Mallorca, into fitness, and you were like really, I'm more into skincare now.
Yeah.
But back then I like really wasn't into it. It was like horrendous. So I'm a bit more into it now, and I think the only reason I'm kind of into it now is actually Molly May.
Yeah. Because
she talks about skincare.
Yeah.
And not that she's into skincare, the next person I'm going to say, but I don't know why I got more into beauty products, is Porsche.
Oh.
Yeah, she's like into more, I don't know, she just made me more kind of like aware of things.
Yeah.
And then I just started like buying more and more stuff. And now it's like, I feel like I could be like a makeup artist now.
Yeah, you could probably open everything.
Not because I'm good at doing makeup, just because I got so much stuff. And a skincare, like I could have a skincare shop just because I buy a lot of stuff. So today we've got so many questions because I don't know where to start, like with skincare. I've personally been on such a journey with my skin, and I feel like it's something that it can kill your confidence.
Yeah.
It can make you very sad. It can make you depressed. There's so much pressure now as well, especially in like the days of like filters and looking perfect and everything. I've been through a lot. I'm going to put in this podcast like pictures of like before and after of my skin. And I want to start off by asking you, what is like something, if you could go back in time in like 10 years, what would you change about your skincare routine?
It's hard really because I've always been into skin.
Right.
Probably, I mean, the younger days when I was like maybe 15, I used like the makeup wipes. Used to put hairspray to set me makeup.
Oh my God.
I don't even know if you'll remember it, but Sally Hansen used to do like a makeup for the legs. Have you seen it?
I remember the brand Sally Hansen.
So they used to do a makeup for your legs.
Right.
So I used to use that on my face.
Oh my God.
It was bad. It was bad.
And what was that for? Like to
tan myself.
Oh shit.
No, it was bad. So the younger days, so when I was like maybe 14, 15 going into it, and then into the early 20s when I worked on a makeup counter, I got really heavily into the skincare then.
Okay.
But you know, I did the ironing of the hair. Do you ever used to iron your hair?
Well,
do you still do that now?
No, but I was recently in America, in LA.
Yeah.
I normally don't straighten my hair because I normally just go to the hairdresser and just get a blow dry. and I'm done, right? And that's my thing is like during the week, I'll go to the hairdresser.
Yeah.
She's
Then you're done for the week.
40 minutes, she's done. And I'm just like, you deal with that.
Yeah.
And I'll deal with my phone and done. But when I was in America, I didn't really have the time to keep going for like a wash and blow dry and stuff. So I was like, I'll take my hair straighteners with me. And I plugged it in, something happened, and I was like, oh, my straighteners aren't working anymore. So they didn't work. And Amanda was with me,
So she
my
ironed your hair.
photographer. And I was like, how can I just straighten out the hair a little bit? And I was like, oh, I know, I'll get an iron. So yeah, I got an iron with I got a towel, like
Yeah, that's what I used
on
to
one
do.
side and
Literally,
got the iron.
that's literally what I used to do. So I used to iron my hair, used to put hairspray on it to set my makeup, used to put Sally Hansen
leg makeup
leg
on
makeup
your
on my face.
face.
It's like a foundation because I like the colour. I was bright orange.
Yeah, but see, that was like,
bad.
how old are you?
37.
Okay, so I'm 33. And also I feel like I've never been into fake tan.
No.
I've never been into that.
Well, I'm from Liverpool.
Yeah. So
I mean, my mum used to have to bleach me collars for my
Really?
school shit.
Oh shit. Okay. No, I wasn't into that.
I don't wear it now. It's funny, isn't it? How like you change.
Yeah, I get that. See, if I had to go back in time, for me, it would be like sunscreen. Because we have to remember, you were living in Liverpool. I was living here.
Yeah.
And I was playing golf.
Yeah.
And I remember my mom's going to watch this and be like, excuse me, but my parents weren't like hammering me on the sunscreen. And also it was like back in those days where it was like you buy some like Nivea thing and it'd be a spray and it'd be for your body and you just like put it on your face.
But do you remember the one thing a day? You only have to put it on once a day and you're done.
I know.
Like when they sell that that brand and it's like you just use it once a day and you're covered. Like
yeah, so I regret that because now I have a lot of pigmentation because of that.
Yeah.
You would think that I was like, I don't know, frying myself in the sun, and I'm not one to sit in the sun, but because I was playing golf the whole day, like I was out there for like 6-7 hours, only putting on a shit sunscreen for like once.
Yeah.
I feel like it's just like really damaged and I'm trying.
Yeah, massively.
Yeah.
But I think that's when you're younger as well. You don't really know. I think it's different now because SPF is such a focused product in everywhere you turn. So the younger ones who are like 15, 16, they're so on it now. Whereas back then, we never really had it.
It was
we?
like boring.
It was never talked about. And it was only when I started working with skincare that it was a bit more apparent that that's what you needed to do.
Yeah.
But at the time, I only used to use it as a makeup primer. So I never used to use it separately.
Yeah. See, I've got a question about this.
Even then, it wasn't majorly protection for your face.
So yeah, because before, like if there was like SPF 50, you'd be like, oh God, that's gross. Now I'll take the 4.
Yeah.
Like
literally.
Yeah. But I've got a question about SPF. So if I get up in the morning, I wash my face, I put on like a serum, and then I put on like a moisturizer.
Yeah.
Do I put SPF on top of that?
Yeah.
I just feel like it's a lot.
But if you're an oilier complexion, I would just use the SPF.
Right. And then would you wear sunscreen to the gym?
Yeah. It depends. I mean, here, I would always say yeah.
Right.
Just because of we live in a much more higher UV sunlight.
Yeah.
But even in the likes of the UK, I would always say just do it just for protection.
I just feel like sometimes, like for example, if I'm getting up early in the morning, going to the gym, so I've done those like 3 steps, right? And then it's like when I come back, I shower, wash my face.
Yeah.
3 steps is it again. You know?
Yeah.
And it's like I just feel like, am I putting too much on? You know?
No, no, I wouldn't really necessarily say so.
All right, I'm gonna change and I'm gonna put SPF on in the mornings then.
Yeah, put your SPF on, but I wouldn't necessarily put your moisturizer on.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Got it.
So just put the SPF on.
Yeah. Okay.
And leave the moisturizer because then maybe that is too many layers.
Yeah.
And then that's where you're going to feel like you're sort of sweating.
I know, sweating because then it's like a bit of makeup on top of that.
Yeah, well, that's it. So
it's just I feel like sometimes then I'm just like too layered.
You go to the gym a lot more glamorous than me. Let me tell you.
No, well, I only go like
this is a fancy Tuesday.
Yeah. I love it. Okay, that's fine. So basically we'll talk about my skin situation just because it's one that we can relate to. So I suffered really badly, I would say like 2 years ago, with a lot of stress and anxiety, and my skin suffered so
Yeah.
much. You'll see the pictures. This was just like, I was so lost. I was so desperate. It was horrible. It just seemed like, oh my God, this is never ending. I hate this. I even was like, I didn't even want to be here in Mallorca. I remember just escaping and being like, I want to go as no one knows me, that I can go with no makeup and just like put on my skincare that I've got to do and done.
Yeah.
You know, it can just be such a damaging thing as well. So where would you like kind of start if someone came to you with like really acne prone skin and was like, I need serious help. What do
Yeah.
I do? What treatments do I do? Where do I start?
For me, if somebody comes to me with a big concern like that, I kind of strip it all back, find out what they're using on their skin, find out what their diet's like,
Yeah.
what their lifestyle's like, because all of that plays more of an effect than just the skincare.
Mm-hmm.
So if you've got acne, you've got a lot of inflammation. So that'll be coming from somewhere.
Yeah.
So I tend to look through that as well. If they're taking any supplements, if we should add any in. And
That's so true. The supplements.
yeah.
I recently got an IV drip
Mm-hmm.
and it had something in it. I think it was like vitamin A or so. It was something. I don't
Yeah.
know. It was some vitamin and it really like set me off.
Yeah.
It wasn't like I went in there like with a positive like intention and
Yeah.
then just came out like suffering as well.
Oh, really?
I was like, oh my God, my skin broke out. I was like, here
Really?
we go. And it was because of this drip. Yeah.
Well, vitamin A is like, well, retinol is a form of vitamin A,
Yeah. I think this was just too much.
probably.
I was like, yeah, like keep
And
putting
also,
it.
it's hard to find out what you actually are deficient in.
Yeah.
So you need to probably have like blood work before you get an IV, because that's
Yes.
most of the time what people
Mhm.
think, and they're like, "Oh, I need this, I need this." I mean, I've been privy to that myself, and I've taken loads of supplements,
Yeah.
and it ends up making me worse. And like I've had loads of gut issues and loads of inflammation from it because it's had an adverse effect.
Yeah.
So
Go and see an expert like Steph. Don't mess around. Don't mess around. And then what kind of like facials like would you recommend for somebody that's like really struggling with their skin, like
Well,
breakouts?
first of all, what you need to do is get the inflammation down. If it's cystic acne, there's only a few products there's few treatments that you can do on it with, which isn't going to spread the bacteria.
Mm-hmm.
So I offer a treatments that you can do with cystic acne.
Okay.
And it's not as invasive as
Yeah.
some treatments are.
What was the facials that you used to give me? Because I used to love
We did
it.
loads. We did microneedling back in the day.
Yeah, I
didn't we?
love
The
the
microneedling with the
microneedling.
peel.
And then what was that thing that was like, it's like a shovel, shovels
We
all the
used to
shit
get
off your
all-
face. Get right in there.
Wasn't a shovel, but it was it used to get all your blackheads out.
Yes, I
Yeah.
loved that. Oh, my skin would be so radiant afterwards. I loved it. I was
To
like,
be honest, I love doing it. There's like
I know.
I take so much pleasure and joy in getting out blackheads.
Yeah.
It's like
You're like, oh, I
Yeah.
like this.
Yeah.
So therapeutic. I wish I was like you because like, oh my God, if your boyfriend or husband has a spot, I don't care where it is.
He won't let me go near him.
Yeah, well, I know, but you know.
But like I watch him like a hawk. I inspect. So if he's in the shower, I'll look at his back and think, oh, and he'll go, I know what you're thinking. It's not ready. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. It's not ready. I was like, it is a girl
thing.
Like, ow, ow.
I know, and they like, you know, like Jurgen would do that to me. You go,
Yeah.
oh, and I'm like, I've not even touched you.
Honestly,
like,
literally.
I'm not even there
No,
yet. Okay,
nowhere
so
near.
don't start.
Pathetic.
Oh, hilarious. Men, don't.
These men.
Oh, so yeah, that was what we used to do. We used to like really deep like cleaning.
Cleanse. Yeah, you used to have a bit of microneedling, you used to have a peel. We used to just see what your skin needed. We were working on your pigmentation at your time.
Yes, that's right.
And that's what I tend to do when I have clients when they book in for a certain treatment.
I've got so many questions now. Right.
Yeah, it's going.
You've just set me off because basically I'm opening up a matcha and coffee house in Santa Catalina. And I'm obviously a huge matcha drinker. Yeah. That's my matcha brand. And I know nothing about coffee. And because I really want to get into the whole coffee world and learn about it, I've kind of started to learn the importance of the water that goes into your coffee,
Yeah.
especially being here in Mallorca.
Yeah.
So we obviously have like filtered water
Mm-hmm.
here, or I normally drink just bottled water.
Yeah.
But there's a type of filter that we're going to get in a matcha a day, and this is with like Swedish liquid rock. So it basically makes sure it's like the pH level's good, that the electrolytes in it are the right level, that your minerals, you can even like adjust the minerals, like it's like the thing. So I found out like a little bit more, and there's this coffee convention happening in Dubai, and I was like, okay, I need to learn about coffee in Dubai. Sounds like pretty awesome. So
gonna go to Dubai.
Business trip to Dubai, here we come.
For a coffee convention.
Yeah, I know. So then in Dubai, they're extremely into their healthcare.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's like insane.
Yeah.
So there's a clinic that is in my hotel. So I start looking it up, and then I see there's this thing called like NAD.
Yeah.
NAD. And I'm like, okay, wait a minute. I think I've heard of this, right? You have NAC, but this is NAD, right? NAD. And I'm like, what the hell is this? So I don't even know what it is, but I'm going there to get it done. Yeah. I think it's an IV.
Oh, you can get it in an IV?
You can get it in IV, which I think here's illegal.
Oh, God. When in Dubai.
When in Dubai. I'm like, yep. I'm like, how many days?
Did
I'm there for 4 days.
Did say you need to have a little bit of blood work before you get anything done?
Well, no, they'll do that there.
Oh, okay.
They do that. No, they're like serious legit. They'll do that because I said, I'll take the highest dosage, like typical me.
Yeah.
And they were like, no, the doctor needs to see you first. And I was like, damn, okay.
That one's a bit more for like, I've heard of it, and there's another ingredient. I think it's called MNNMN.
Could be. I've no idea.
It's an ingredient within that. And that helps with like brain focus and anti-aging.
Yes.
Mental clarity, all stuff like that.
Right. See, I'm now.
So you'll have to let me know.
Right. So I've got a friend called Ez. Maybe you know her. She's like the brow queen in Scotland, and she's opening up a place here in Mallorca.
Oh, yeah.
And she the other day was talking to me about anti-aging.
Mm-hmm.
And now I'm like, the last 3 days, I don't know what's wrong with me. I'm so into the anti-aging thing.
Have you only just got into it?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, this is progress.
Yeah, it's like,
this
right,
is progress.
I'm at 33, so we're getting into it now.
But like you, from the age of 30, like your human growth factor depletes. Your collagen depletes from the age of 25.
Oh my God.
So like anti-aging, you should be taking collagen supplements like religiously every day.
Mm-hmm.
Fasting is a really good way to stimulate your human growth factor rather than supplementing it. Which is a good way to do it.
Talking about fasting. Stephanie comes in here today. Can you please show your massive water bottle? This is what she came in here with today, right? It's Trendy Talk.
This is the second one.
I said to her, what the hell is this? She said that she's doing a fast for 72 hours.
72 hours.
And I was like, what? And she's like, yeah, I'm only drinking water for 72 hours.
Water and electrolytes, and I'm like halfway in, so I'm in the thick of it now. So I'm not going to give in because I don't do things like that.
P.S. But is Arthur doing this?
No, is he out? He just looked at me, he was like, I think you should eat. And I was like, thanks for the support.
You're like,
thanks.
Well, at least it's nice that he's saying that to you, because then
he was like, you don't really need to do this. And I was like, I'm not doing it for the weight loss. I'm doing it for the health benefits that come with it.
Yeah, no, you're going to feel amazing after it.
I'm waiting for the mental clarity to like, boom.
Yeah, well, I think
it's day 3, they say.
But today's the day it's going to happen.
Is it?
Yeah, I feel it. I definitely feel it.
But there's so many health benefits to it, so I'll let you know how we get on.
Yeah, let me know how that goes.
I know you're dying to do it.
Oh my gosh, she came in with that. I was like, Jesus Christ, I thought I was bad with the Stanley.
No, but you tried to kick me out of it with you giving me a shot of matcha.
I tried to give her a shot of matcha, and then I was like, oh no, wait, it's got milk in it. I was like, no, don't take that. And she was like, no.
Oh, well, literally can't have anything.
So yeah, so going back to my Dubai questions, right? Yeah. This is the questions I've got for you, right? What facial should I get from this place in Dubai?
Oh my God.
Because they've sent me a kind of list of stuff.
Okay.
And I'm like, I don't know what to get. Okay. Right. So we've got, I mean, obviously some of these names, we don't really know what it is. Right. But that's just, see, they've got Dermapen 4 Mesofacial.
Mesofacial.
Yeah.
So that's it. The Dermapen 4 is the brand of the microneedling.
Right.
Pen. So you've had that before.
Okay.
And the meso will be the ingredients that'll go with it. So she'll put like maybe like hyaluronic acid, vitamin C,
Okay.
whatever's mixed within that.
Right.
Like a
It
cocktail of
says,
ingredients.
yeah, and it says here, it says a light chemical and express hydrofacial only using one tip peel,
Okay.
whatever that is. Then we have a 3D tightening treatment with this meso.
Meso.
Yeah, meso. I have no idea what this stuff is.
Mesotherapy is the abbreviation.
Okay, right. With mesotherapy, BBL.
What?
I know, but this obviously
Does that come with it? BBL?
Yeah, but it's not. I don't think it's the
Oh,
BBL
no.
that we're thinking of. It's something else. It just says 3D tightening treatment, BBL, Hydra, and Meso.
Are you sure? Because it says tightening treatment. It might be like there as well.
Oh, it could be as there as well, huh?
Wow.
I'll get that done as well.
You're going to get the whole list and you are.
Oh, no, I know. It's so bad. Then we've got, this must be a hair treatment because it says growth factor exosmus hair treatment. Interesting. Okay. We've got an anti-age Hollywood facial, which is a combination of hydrofacial and laser carbon peel.
Yeah. Okay. So that's not as invasive. They just kind of put like a black mask on.
Right.
And they use the laser to
kind of go over it. Okay.
So that's not as invasive. It depends how
if
deep
I got the
go.
derma pen, is that like bad to do that now? Or is that good to do it now? Because I mean like summer and all of this stuff.
No, it's not too bad to do it now. It depends how deep they're going to go with the pen.
Okay. I mean, it's a legit clinic. It's really nice.
But would you want to go? It depends what you want to achieve, really, what your main
anything.
goal is.
Anything.
You're a nightmare.
Everything. So I've booked in for this NAD.
Yeah.
IV treatment. I've got a laser bed as well booked in.
A laser bed?
Yeah, it's like a bed, like, you know, like the mask you put on your face.
Yeah,
like
whole bed. I've seen them.
Yeah. Do you know what? No joke. No joke. I actually looked into getting one for the house.
Oh, I can imagine.
Because it makes you feel, it's like these like endorphins, like you get out of it and you're like, I don't know, you just feel like buzzy. So I bought one for my face.
Yeah.
Which I love.
Yeah.
And I want to ask you about it. Okay. So as I've said, the last 3 days I've been on anti-aging like
journey.
a journey, but like we're going very fast.
3 days. Yeah.
We're going very fast this journey because I'm like, I need to do everything because that's kind of like the way that I am. We kind of are all a bit like that. Like we'll jump on something and be like, oh, I just won't buy one, I'll buy 6, you know?
Yes, definitely.
So I last night was in the sauna and I don't even know if this is really dangerous. So I got an extension cable.
Yeah, I don't think you should be doing that. Definitely not. I definitely do not think you should be doing that. With the heat of the sauna, with an electric face mask.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Definitely not.
See, I did get a bit scared when I was feeling the face mask.
Oh my God,
like, that's a bit hot.
Stop it.
Yeah. So then what I did was I took it out of the sauna and I projected it that it would still hit me. How do the lights have to be quite near you to?
Yeah, I mean, for the home care ones, they're not going to be as powerful to come through glass.
Yeah, right. Okay, got it. Okay. Got it. Because then I was like, because I'm very like, oh, I can't be bothered sitting for like, I mean, how long should you sit with a...
They say about half an hour. I mean, I don't actually have one. Funny enough, I have them for clients, but I don't actually have a personal one.
But have you not got one like at home?
No, not for me.
Really?
I've got one for a client. I've got like one that where you lie down with a bed so you go under it.
Yeah.
But I should have a mask.
Oh my God.
Really, I know. Should have brought my Christmas list.
I thought you would have.
No, I know. This is the thing though. It's like you almost forget about yourself. Like I have to force myself to give me a facial. I have to do, I mean, the skincare is always fine.
Yeah.
But everything else just normally takes, a backseat.
Got it. Okay. So about
that is on my to-do list.
Okay. So I've basically got one. It's like, it does a red, light, blue, right?
Yeah.
My one does also for sore muscle.
Oh yeah.
And it's bendy. You can put it, you can even put it on your head.
Yeah, I've seen them.
Yes.
I've seen them. It stimulates the hair growth.
Yes. I'm loving that as well.
Yeah. You'll have to show me which one you've got.
Oh, I will.
Show me.
After the pod, I'll definitely show you. It's really, really nice. And you get that feeling, that like tingling feeling. It's like, oh, it's nice. So I'm into that.
Yeah.
How often should you do, is that an LED light that's called?
Yeah, it's an LED. I'd probably say like twice a week.
Okay, twice a week.
Twice a week,
Right,
yeah.
so stop doing it
But
every
half
day.
an hour probably at a time.
Okay. It should be the time to like switch off and just do that.
Yeah. But this is my problem. I'll always find something to do rather than dedicate the time to self-care myself.
Yeah.
So
No, that's understandable.
I'll always just find something to do. And when you've got a baby, it's a bit more like you
Bit
do
more
end up
difficult.
taking a back seat. But saying that, when I'm scrolling on my phone in bed, I definitely should probably have it on.
Yeah.
So I'm going to do it.
Because
You've inspired me.
Yeah. I'm inspired, Steph. Oh my God. Okay, nice. Right. That's that part. I've got my questions on that. That's fine. There's this other thing called NAC, NAC, which I think is, oh no, I don't know if that's for skin, but I think it's anti-aging. I'm not sure what this is.
Throw me on these,
No, I'm just, you know what it is? My trainer, Louise,
yeah,
says to me like, oh, you should take, and it was some weird name like astisticina. And I was like, okay. So I was like, write it to me. And then I go to the pharmacy and they gave me these tablets you can put in water and it tastes all right. And I was like, I don't even know what this is, but I'm taking it. So I took it for some months. And then there's a supplement store I go to Palma. It's called Vital Fit. They have all these supplements. And I seen this thing called NAC. And I was like, oh, I've heard about this. Like, it's meant to be really good. So I got it. And the guy in the shop was like, yeah, you should give it to your mom as well. Like, it's really good. It's like an anti-aging thing. And I was like, okay. I gave it to my mom. And people all of a sudden kept saying to my mom, oh my gosh, you're looking so well. Like, it's insane how well you're looking. And my mom was like, it's the NAC.
It's
and
the NAC.
I was like, Mom, I don't think so. She's like, Lauren, it's NAC. You need to get me more of this NAC stuff. So I was like, right, okay. But I didn't like the smell of the tablets. Like they smell. And I was like, no, I'm not taking the tablets. So whatever. I'm in the pharmacy yesterday and I see this stuff that I used to buy where I would put it in water, the stuff that Louise told me. And I asked the pharmacist, by the way, what is that? Because I've been taking that. And he was like, oh, it's when you get like a cold. And I'm like, I've been taking medicine for colds every day for like months. And I was like, what? And he was like, yeah, why? And I was like, my trainer told me to take it. And he was like, oh, it's another form of NAC. And I was like, oh my God, I had no idea. So I'm also into that again now.
Oh my God, I need to get this.
Yeah. Yeah, it's nothing. It costs nothing. NAC. It costs nothing from the pharmacy.
Oh, I'll do that after me fast.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
I'll get that.
Yes.
NAC.
I know, NAC. I know, but it's all the anti-aging things. I know, So you dipped on that. You've got a daughter.
Yes.
How old is she?
She's 3.5 now.
Oh my God, I can't believe she's like, it's not like,
no.
She's so adorable.
She's a diva.
But she's like
she's so funny.
She is like, I think that if my grandma seen Ivy, my grandma would be like, I want that as a granddaughter. Where she's got the bows and the lace and she like loves it.
She is honestly my dream come true. I've manifested having a little girl.
Yeah.
Probably since the age of like 13.
It's so nice.
Like she is my dream come true.
Yeah.
She really is.
Well, she's definitely like my grandma's dream. Yeah. I'm pretty sure like my grandma would be like, because sometimes you can get little girls that are like, no, I don't want to wear this. And no.
She loves a bow.
She loves
a bow. And she always says, Mommy, I need my bow.
She's like so like prim and proper.
And she knows where it's funny because I said to her, she came out to nursery and she never comes out the way she goes in.
Right, yeah.
And it's just a thing. So her hair's like everywhere. And I'm like, Ivy, where's your bow? And she went, Mummy, it's in my backpack in the front.
So cute. She knows.
She'll like, if it comes out, she'll go and put it in because she knows.
She's like, I need to keep my bow. No. That's cute. Is she into like any kind of...
Oh, like, she's so girly.
Okay, so does she pretend to be like you and do her skincare?
It pretends to be like me, does her skincare. She's at this stage where she just copies everything I do. So she's really into like doing her hair.
Yeah.
She's got her own little doll's head. She's got a hairdressing kit she got for Christmas. So she's got the scissors and she has a little play, puts the clips in.
The video with Arthur with the clips.
No, I know.
So basically Arthur is Stephanie's soon-to-be husband. And there was a video of just like Ivy just putting all these bows in his head, and he was on the floor and he was like, am I finished? And she was like, no, wait.
Not yet, 1 minute.
And then she goes to get this box and it was like nail painting box, and he was like, oh, and his face was so funny. It was like, oh, we're going to paint daddy's nails now. Great.
Yeah.
And he was just like, you know, when you just accept it, he was
Well,
like,
he's a
I'm
girl
accepting
dad,
it.
and this is just the way it is.
It's so cute.
Yeah, it's
so,
really
so
cute.
cute. So has she inspired you behind your skincare brand?
Yeah, she's probably the driving force behind it.
Mm-hmm.
So the reason why I decided to create something was when I was pregnant with Ivy, I had really, really sensitive skin, and I couldn't find anything that you were able to use while you were pregnant and to continue to use after.
Okay.
So for me, I thought there's a little bit of a gap in the market to find like a medical grade products that are also going to be safe to use while pregnant, but you can continue using them after your postpartum.
Okay.
And that are still going to treat your skin. Because
So was that something I didn't, I mean, I've obviously never been pregnant. I've got a fur child. He's on the floor sleeping right now. But so does that, when you're pregnant, have you got to like look in stuff and see what's in products?
Yeah, I mean, straight away, it's probably the first thing that you should look into is like using things on your skin.
Okay.
There's a lot of things that you can't use.
Okay.
Retinol being one of them.
Right.
So yeah, and just, I mean, everybody's skin is different. Some people become really, really oily. Some people become really dry. Some people become majorly sensitive.
So when you were like pregnant, was that when you thought like, I need to come out my skincare range, or when
I'd had a little idea about it before I got pregnant. And I thought I'd like to do something, branch off, like doing the facials. Because I was always recommending products.
Right.
And everyone was like, oh, I've got this. I love this. Oh, I've got this. And I was thinking, why aren't I doing something? Like, why can't I think of something?
Yeah.
So it was in the back of my mind.
And what
I just didn't know where to
start.
But then that's when that came in.
But where do you start with something like that? Like,
well, it was an idea, and then I wanted it to be UK based. So I started researching for labs.
Okay.
And then I got talking with a couple of labs, and then I found one that I really liked. And then it was pairing the ingredients and knowing what I wanted product wise. So the first one that I launched was the official one, was our Hydra Boost.
Okay, we're going to look at Steph's. I'm going to show you all the products now. We're going to take a small break from Trendy Talk, guys, to let me introduce you to Coco's Deli, a beautiful little deli in the heart of Puerto Cortales, Mallorca. This healthy cafe does amazing coffees, lattes. It's there for your breakfast, brunch, and lunches. There to cater for gluten-free and vegan, and of course, that famous matcha latte. See you soon. Let me see.
So pick the Hydra Boost up.
So Hydra Boost would look something, I would say it was
like
in one
that.
of these, no?
Yeah, it's in that.
Yes. Oh, no, this is Hydra
Phase. So that's the moisturizer.
Hydra Boost.
Okay. So that's an ultra low molecular weight hyaluronic acid.
Yeah.
So it's basically a drink for your skin.
Oh, cool.
It's like water for your skin. It's amazing. It's for all skin types. Everybody needs hydration. Everybody really should be using a hyaluronic acid.
Yeah.
Especially in the mornings.
This is, I have to say, like, the packaging's so nice. I'm such a sucker for like packaging.
I know.
And it's so nice. It's so
I'm really
like
proud of it.
It's so nice. And I love like the round like buttons. It's very cute. It's also like actually really aesthetic for your bathroom.
Yeah.
It's not like, you know how like some skin products can look really like pharmacy and you're like, that's not cute.
I feel like I've noticed more that on that along the way as well. You know, like when you go in the pharmacy and you look at like say CeraVe.
Yeah.
And you look thinking, it's like plastic bottle. It's like it's just not like.
So the Hydra Boost was the first product.
So we started with that.
Yeah.
And then I was just developing more. So I wanted an SPF. And then I was thinking, well, what do I want out of an SPF? What don't I like about other SPFs?
So your SPF, let me find
Shield.
It. Yes, it's the Shield one.
So our SPF has got light reflecting particles in.
So it's
it
50.
Gives you factor 50.
Yeah.
It gives you like a really nice glow. You're able to use it on sensitive skin, because I used to find when I used to put an SPF on, like my eyes would just stream if it was too close to my eyes. You can take that right up to your waterline. So there's no.
Okay, that happens to me sometimes.
It's also a makeup primer, which I loved.
Yeah.
So there were loads of things that I wanted to incorporate when I was doing the SPF.
Yeah.
Because I used to use a Helio K1. and it used to come in like a tint.
Yeah.
But this tint was so dark
Oh.
that you'd put on, and I was like, how is this that dark? Like you want like a little bit of a shimmer.
Yeah. Yeah.
But this tint was like, I used to have it all in my hairline.
Oh no.
So I was thinking, no, I don't
That's
want
not
that.
cute.
No.
Okay, I love that. And then what else have we got? So here we've got Hydrophase.
Hydrophase is moisturizer. So that's our daily moisturizer. Can be used day and night.
Okay, this is a word. What the hell?
Tripeptides.
Right. What is that? Because I was on the phone to my clinic in Dubai and I'm like, what is this? Because they also do it as
An IV.
An IV or something. And they were like, well, you know, and she couldn't really explain it to me. And I was like, what is it? Like, what is this? And the only thing that I've seen it where I've been like, okay, that's kind of, it's a Hailey Bieber lip balm thing. It says that.
Tripeptides is just another form of like hydration, basically. It just sounds really like clinical, and it's a form of an amino acid that helps to hydrate the skin.
Right.
Basically.
Okay, cool. So if I was to have an IV with that in it, would it just be like hydrating me?
Yeah, you just it's just hydrating your cells in a
Is that not
fancy
a type
way.
of protein? No.
No.
Okay. All right, scrub that. Cool. Okay, so that's your moisturizer. Right. Then we've got the big boys.
The big boys. So this is Purify. This is really one of our
Your cleanser.
best sellers. Yeah, this is for more of an oily skin type.
Okay.
So this is a triple acid face wash. So you've got glycolic, you've got lactic, and you've got salicylic acid.
Okay.
But this also works as a exfoliator. So I don't believe in granular exfoliators. I think you can really over stimulate your skin, basically take your skin off and upset your skin, your moisture barrier.
Yeah.
So I prefer.
Is this more of like a kind of like foam, like if
bit
you
more of a foamy effect, yeah, but it's got like a tingly sensation, so it's getting to work and it's loosening all that dead skin for you to like swipe away. So it's got like loads of brightening ingredients in, which is good. This one is our Ultra Soothe, which is a calming cleanser.
Got it. Is that more milky?
Yeah, more milky. So I like to use the two. So we sell these as a combination.
I prefer like when it's
But you're a bit more of an oilier skin type.
Yeah. I prefer that
one.
one.
But I like to mix them together. So I use the Purify because I'm more of a dry skin.
Okay.
For an exfoliator.
Right.
And then I use the Ultra Soothe daily. That's my favourite.
Actually, like every day.
But people with oily skin.
I sometimes feel that with a cleanser that's more milky, you're putting on, but you're like, is something happening? Like, is it actually
I know, it's
working?
like you like to feel the effects.
Yes.
But I think that's because you're an oily skin type. Whereas for me, that hydration, I'm like, oh, give me a.
Yeah,
whereas I feel like if I put the Purify on, if I use that every day, I would be really tight and dry.
Right. Okay, got it.
So it depends on your skin type.
Got it.
But everyone who's got an oily skin is obsessed with the Purify.
Right. Okay.
And then the ones who are a little bit more dry.
And this is vitamin C10.
Vitamin C10. Yeah.
Is this like as a serum?
This is a serum, yeah.
So you could basically do cleanse, serum, moisturize, shield.
Yeah, so that's basically the whole step system.
Or you could do the Hydra Boost.
So what we do is in the morning, you cleanse your face.
Yeah.
You do thinnest to thickest. So you're going to do the Hydra Boost first. Yeah.
Yeah.
Then you're going to put your vitamin C on. Then you're going to put your Hydrophase if you're a dry skin plus your shield. Or if you're more of an oily skin, you're just going to use your shield. The only one that I haven't got in there that we've completely run out of is the Even Bright. So that is a dark spot corrector. So that's for pigmentation. So you use that at night.
Right. Are you going to restock on that?
Yeah.
Okay.
I just haven't got any.
We've run out. And we've got a lip oil.
The lip oil. Yeah, that's lovely.
I love a lip oil.
Yeah, you can have that.
I love it. I love a lip oil.
Same.
I'm obsessed with
I love a lip oil.
I love like lip products as well. This is so
And that one isn't
amazing.
Sticky. So it wears like a gloss.
Yeah, nice.
It's like an oil, so it conditions like an oil.
Nice.
So perfect for the plane. Dubai, by the way. There you go.
There you go.
There you go.
Right, talking about the plane, tips for traveling, skincare tips. What are we doing? Like when we're on the plane, I get the driest skin.
God, so do I.
On a plane.
So do I.
Do you know where I get really dry? It's a new thing that's happening to me. I was in London and my upper lip here got really dry. So what do? Got a pair of tweezers. and just
Pick the skin.
pick the skin away.
Okay. You're a nightmare, honestly.
Then I went to put something on. I can't remember what it was. It's so bad. I remember what it was. And it's just like so bad. Do you know this brand called Summer Fridays?
I've heard of it.
Right. It's like, they don't really focus on skincare. They're more known for like their lip glosses.
Yeah.
Right. I bought this thing that was like called a jet lag mask. That was not a mask, but it was like a moisturizer. And I was like, oh, that'll sort me out. Put that on. I could feel the burning. It made it worse.
Yeah, but your skin's raw.
Yeah.
That's why.
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
you know.
You'll never learn.
Oh, I'm like the worst. It's just like, Steph, so I was like, just don't pick at your skin. Like, don't touch your skin. Right?
Especially if it's like flaking like that, because you're just pulling away.
Yeah.
The skin that isn't ready to fall off yet, and you've got raw skin. So if you put anything on top of that, you're going to have a reaction, you're going to have a breakout.
Yeah, well, that's what happened to me. So let's talk about the subject that everyone does, and we're so guilty of it. When we have a spot or we feel it coming on, what should we do?
I mean, if it comes to the surface and it is a head, you can pop it.
Right.
But you have to make sure that you're putting something on after it that's going to kill the bacteria that's underneath, so you're not going to spread. Make sure that you're using a tissue and not dirty nails. So what I tend to do is, if I have got one, I'll give it a little go and then pop the purify on, because the salicylic acid.
Right, okay, got it.
Salicylic acid will kill the bacteria.
Got it. Now, this is like a bit of like a OTT question, but I'm asking it because I know you guys want to ask it, right? When we pop, are we pushing in or are we pushing down?
I think it depends what you do.
Right.
What do I do on a client? So I'd normally,
Yeah,
different what you do to yourself, because I'm always a lot worse with me. I'm just like, oh,
really?
So yeah, I'm terrible.
Oh, I
so
would be like this on people.
To be fair, I don't very often get spots, so I'm quite lucky. But if it was a client, it varies, because there's so many different types. So if you've got lumps, you don't touch them. They need to just, there's bacteria underneath, and you just need to help get rid of that with the salicylic acid.
So if there's a spot,
got pustules, which are like bright yellow, they can come out. Yeah. But the skin needs to be clean. No makeup needs to be on it. No. You can't just, like, if you've got one in the mirror and you're in work and you go and pop it, that's where you're going to get your breakouts and stuff. So most of the time, though, they will come away. So, if you wash your face and they are there at the surface, and you wash your face and you take it away with a flannel, most of the time, if they're right at the surface, they will just go away. Yeah, that's true. It's waiting long enough for them to be that far at the surface.
Well, when I was on this said London trip, went into, I don't know where I was, and I seen these stars that you can put on spots.
Oh, yeah, I've seen these. I've never tried them, though.
They're freaking amazing.
Are they? Do they draw it out?
It's so good.
Or do they get rid of them?
It does. Sometimes it draws it out, and sometimes you wake up and it's like, oh, it's gone. Right? No, seriously, they're like a lifesaver to me. So basically, we'd been out shopping all day, and shopping can make one very tired. So my mum and I were just like, oh, cancel dinner. We're meant to have dinner at like Sexy Fish. Yeah. And we were like, cancel that. And I was like, perfect. Get my new skin stuff on. I was like, get these stars on. Had like 5 stars on my face. We were like an hour in the room, and I was like, I'm actually a bit hungry. I'll order a room service.
Completely forgot you had stars on your face.
Yeah, I forgot. I forgot I had stars on my face. So I ordered room service, and the guy came in. And he was like, should I just put this? And I was like, yeah, just put it there. I was like, do you need me to sign for something? And then when he left, I was like to my mom, oh my God, stare much? And she was like, well, you do have stars on your face. And I was like, oh my God, I forgot. I have the stars. I have the stars in the face.
So what's in them then?
So you can get different ones. It's this salicylic
acid.
Yeah. And then you can get ones that are green that have green tea in it.
Oh, okay. So for like
calming. Yeah. They're so good. And then you get ones that are see-through, and you can wear them throughout the day.
I've seen them. I've seen them loads on TikTok. I've seen them, but I've never tried them.
But the Star brand's the best. I don't know what it's called.
I'll have to have a look.
I don't know, but there's other ones. They're from another brand. No, the Star ones.
Star ones.
The Star
Okay.
ones. I think you can get them from Revolve. You should get them all. Try them. See if they're even pregnancy safe.
Yeah.
And then get working on your own. You can have ones that have like an S and a D.
Yeah,
you know? That'd be so cute.
SD.
Little SDs, like little SD stars. I love
I'd have
that.
Ivy thinking they're all stickers and putting them all over the place.
Yeah. Does she sometimes use these products?
She picks them up sometimes and goes, "Oh, mummy, I like them.
Yeah.
I like them." But I've never actually like tried them on her or anything. Oh,
No.
the lip oil.
Yeah.
The
Okay.
lip oil. She's got a lip oil in her bag.
Okay,
And
that's
she
cute.
puts it out and she goes, "Mummy wants some."
And you're like, yeah, give me
Go
some
on
as
then.
well. So this basically is also focused for mums
Yeah.
or soon to be mums because it's super safe for them as well, right?
Yeah. So the ingredients are still medical grade, which means there's a certain percentage of active ingredients in there.
Okay.
So it means that they're still going to benefit from them instead of just putting a cream on and nothing if they've got a concern.
Got it.
Say like if you can get pregnancy acne.
Yeah.
Like it can just come from nowhere. And
I'll have that for sure.
You're like, where the hell's that come from?
Yeah.
So our Purify wash is really, really good for that.
Okay.
So they all are safe to use pregnant, but post-pregnancy as well.
Okay, that's nice.
Because your skin changes. So the minute that your hormones settle down, or your skin's going to change again.
Yeah.
So some things that you might not have liked in the range, you might then like in the range because your skin's changed.
Got
That
it.
makes sense.
Okay. What's like your vision for the future for SD skin?
Well, I'd like to develop a few more products. I feel like I've got a few in the pipeline that I'd like to try out.
Have you got a retinol?
No, I can't have a retinol because it's a pregnancy and breastfeeding safe.
Okay.
Also, with a retinol for me,
well, you're kind of getting that through the cleanser, aren't you?
And you're also getting that from the Even Bright because there's active ingredients in that are going to help with pigmentation, help with anti-aging as well.
Got it.
As not being a retinol. But I think there's a lot of misuse with retinol. Like you would think, oh, I'll just put I'll just put like half of it on.
Yeah.
It literally can strip your face. It can burn your face.
Yeah.
So like less is more with that. And I think if you're not face to face with someone sometimes and guiding them through that, I think there can be a lot of misuse.
Yeah. So see retinol, I'm a bit like, even the name scares me. I'm like, Jesus Christ, chill out.
Yeah.
So I do have retinol. I have learned the lesson of shit that burns in the morning. But I'm not like a consistent user of it because I'm scared of it. Because I'm like, wait, now does this mean like the sunlight outside's gonna like affect me?
Yeah, massively. So it just makes your skin really sensitive. So that was another thing as well. Like being in Mallorca, I was with clients and stuff. I don't like to recommend using it come the middle of the summer.
Oh yeah, no.
You also can't mix it with the vitamin C. So there's a lot of things now. So you have to use that on its own. So there's a lot of education behind retinol. So that's why I just thought, well, I would never have done it anyway. But I think unless it's used properly.
Yeah, it's not the direction for you.
No, you can really, really misuse it.
So you basically want to bring out summer products.
I'd like my dream would be is a baby range.
Oh, cute.
I'd love to do a baby range.
For like shampoos,
for babies,
washes.
Yeah, with sensitive skin. Like I've got eczema. I've suffered with eczema all my life. Ivy's got really sensitive skin. So things that really calm. There's a lot of perfumes and a lot of products for kids, which I never knew until I obviously had Ivy.
Yeah.
So I was really, really particular about what I used because she'd just have these really bad reactions and they were just like full of like perfumes and all these like
okay.
paraffins and
yeah, I used to also have really bad eczema as a kid.
Yeah.
I would have it like here.
I still get
like
it now.
creases.
Like
oh yeah, there.
that's
yeah.
with me watches though, you know me
See, sometimes
do you get the same?
I get it here.
With yours?
It depends. Like I could touch here and it's a tiny bit.
Yeah.
But it will only happen if I'm like really dry.
Yeah. Or like if I'm stressed or run down, it comes out.
Yes.
But that there's from me watch, you know, with the water.
Okay.
But I think I'd love that.
Because you were just on holiday.
Just on holiday.
Are you not jet lagged?
Yeah, I'm all right now, but
okay.
I was.
She was in Miami. No?
Yeah.
You were no, before that you were in
Bahamas.
Bahamas.
Yeah. I'm catching up with you.
I know she's
Hey, jet setter.
she's like, mm.
That's me done for a while now, though.
Okay.
Two long holidays back to back.
She's like, right, I'm done now. That's it.
Christmas in the middle.
Yeah, true.
Oh,
You had
it's a lot.
Christmas there.
No, we had Christmas here this
Oh,
year.
you had Christmas.
It
Oh
was
my
lovely.
God. Right.
I
Okay.
know. It just feels like ages ago now, doesn't it?
Okay.
So it was a lot.
So when you're away, you're like obviously SPF queen.
Yeah.
Always.
Always.
And you know one thing that I think we all forget, myself included.
Always.
Oh no, well, I can't bother with the hat.
Yeah, what a hat.
I know. I've seen you with it. I think
You
it's
haven't got
different.
a hat, wear a towel.
I think I would if, for example, like you're obviously with Ivy and it's like beach, pool time. Like, I ain't going to the pool.
No.
Because I just
even if
like
you're
the
out and
pool.
about, even if you're training outside, if you go for like a run.
Yeah, no,
But
that
like
for sure.
you need the hat, like especially like in here.
Yeah, that's for sure. For 2025, where do you see like skin trends going?
I mean, I feel like I can't even keep up with the skin trends. There's that many.
Mm-hmm.
Like I feel like my friend's daughter, she's 12
Mm-hmm.
and she knows more probably than me.
That's
And honestly,
insane.
I just feel like I'm not even in the loop anymore. I think for me, rather than follow the trends, it's more of a lifestyle.
Yeah.
I think it's important to look after yourself from the inside,
Mm-hmm.
your diet, what you eat.
Yeah.
So getting your supplements from really what you eat rather than taking them.
Yeah.
Taking
them can also boost it as well.
Can definitely boost it.
Yeah.
I think like the likes of creatine and stuff.
Yeah.
Collagen.
Yeah.
I'm definitely trying that.
Yes.
I'm
See,
trying it.
get on the knack.
I'm trying it.
See, the collagen thing is funny because I take a collagen do you know this place called Heat in Palma?
Yeah.
There's like saunas and well, it's kind of like a relaxation
That's on me to do
lounge.
list this year. I'm going there.
Go to Heat. It's so good.
Going.
I'm obsessed with the place. So basically, that's where I got my LED light from.
Did you? Did she sell them?
Right. So I've got a story about the LED light.
Okay.
This is the LED light. They don't do facials, but they do lymph drainage on your face.
Lovely.
So like that face gym.
Yeah.
They do like face gym, right? And they put an LED mask on you at the end. And I was like, oh my God, this mask is like insane. It's like hypnotizing me. I love it. So I got it. But before that, I had a mask from Terra Body, which they sell in Heat, that you can put on. It's like a whole helmet thing. And you can walk around the house. And I was like, this is perfect because I am not going to be patient enough to sit down with this mask for half an hour. Right. So I was like, it's perfect. I can look like a warrior and just go around the house. And Jurgen would be like, what are you doing? I mean, he's actually got to a stage he just doesn't even
flinch anymore.
He's just like, hi. Like, I don't even know what the hell you're looking like. And I'm just like, don't ask.
Yeah.
This doesn't involve you. So this even massaged your head at the same time.
Does it?
Yeah.
The things you buy, honest to God.
It was an investment, but I didn't like it so much. Like the other mask was better.
Yeah.
Because I could feel like the tingling sensation of it.
I'm going to go. That's on my to-do list. Self-care.
So Heat also they sell their own collagen.
You're right.
And electrolytes.
Oh, okay.
And they sell it. And they're very like, because it's like Swedish owned, like I know the owner Denise, she's a client of Coco's and she's so into, like, if I look half as good as her when I'm older, I'll be like, I'm so happy.
No,
like,
but you need collagen.
She's stunning. And you know, like important. Swedish people are like so into it, you know, like, and then they've got cryotherapy for your face.
Love that.
Yes.
Love that.
Get to eat. But the collagen, it's like, how do you say it in English? It's coming to me in Spanish. It's like, me cuesta. Like, it's hard for me to take it every day. I don't know. It's like.
But you can put it in your matcha.
Yeah, I know, but will it taste the same?
No, it's tasteless.
Is it?
And it blends fine. So
Okay.
2 scoops of that is 10 grams. So you need about 30 grams a day. Oh. So normally I put it in my coffee in the morning.
Yeah.
So that's
10
we
do
grams.
That in Coco's. We've got Heat's collagen at Coco's, and people do it.
I make a point of like that's my
okay,
habit
but if
now.
you have 30, if you need 30 grams a day, where else am I getting another?
Well, I put it in a protein shake.
Right. Okay.
Usually.
Mm-hmm.
So and then you can't really put it in a cup of tea. It's not the same. So it needs to be in coffee, or I blend it with my electrolytes. It doesn't taste and it just blends easy.
Right. Okay, got it.
So I'll throw that in there.
Okay.
And then there's your 30 grams.
There you go.
There
That's
you go.
it. Get your collagen intake in.
Get your collagen
So
in.
last thing, your fitness side. You were into the high rocks.
Yeah.
I was still into high rocks.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to balance it all.
Yes, that was what I was going to ask you, is how do you balance mum, business, and fitness?
It's difficult.
And being a wife.
Has it on a house. And
Yes.
It's all has its challenges. So they're not always on the same level. So one will always dip.
Okay.
So the fitness has probably dipped the most.
Yeah, well, you've been traveling.
Over the past like 12 months.
Okay.
But I've just signed up to do an individual in April.
All right. Where?
High Rocks in Barcelona.
Oh, in Barcelona. So I love Barcelona.
So now I've invested. So here we go. So training starts.
Okay. What date is it in April?
24th.
24th. Okay. I've signed up for not High Rocks for my next bikini fitness competition.
Is it then?
It's the 11th of April in Cologne.
Lovely.
Exclusive news. Haven't told anyone yet. So yeah, I'm excited. But it's nice when you have a goal.
That's what I mean. I feel like if I don't have a goal, I can't really push towards anything.
Yes.
And I think you just kind of slack and you just kind of just...
Would Arthur be interested in anything like that?
We've done a High Rocks together before.
Right. Is he up for doing an individual?
No, he wouldn't do that. He's really, really into his paddle. So he plays paddle for 4 nights a week. Yeah.
Oh my God.
So paddle's a thing, but he's dead supportive.
I go like, oh my God. And I bet you I start making like paddle rackets for a match a day.
It's really good.
Or I did think about doing a marketing event for a match a day with paddle. I thought like that would be cute.
That would be good.
Yeah.
I feel like they'd come inside.
I could do it at the Bendy Nat Club, the new one.
Yeah.
There you go.
There you go.
There you go. Got a new event coming up.
So no, he wouldn't do it.
With High Rocks, okay, I'm going to get so much shit for saying this. I'm just going to say it. I'm just going to put it out there. It's a cult. That's for 100%, sure.
And I feel like it's got to the point where anyone can do it.
Yeah.
And you are just chasing a time. You're chasing a time, and that time can change. And it depends how elite the people are in that group that you race with.
Got it.
Depends. So people can get like first place because the caliber of people wasn't that great.
I do.
So you don't know what you're going to get. But I think personally, you have to set your own individual goals. So I've never done it on my own. I've always done it as doubles.
A team. Yeah. I feel my thoughts are the following on it. This is it. I'm just going to say it. I was thinking it the other day because at Megasport, they've got this big High Rocks area.
Oh, everyone's a High Rocks gym now as well.
Everyone wants to be High Rocks.
Yeah.
And I feel like, I think it's great that everyone can do it, and it gets people that maybe wouldn't have started in the gym or fitness. It gets them into fitness. I think that side is fantastic. And I think for me, that's like the highest benefit of High Rocks.
Yeah.
Second benefit is, like yourself, it's setting you a goal.
Yeah.
There's someone that's busy, they can have a goal.
Yeah.
Cool. However, I feel that people get extremely obsessed about it.
Mm-hmm.
It becomes like, they make it like a bigger thing than it actually like kind of is. Yeah. And I'll give you an example of what I mean. Molly May's sister, Zoe.
Oh, yeah.
I watch her vlogs, and she is a huge High Rocks fan. And she's kind of like, she'll start off the vlog, and I love her. I love Molly. I'm just putting out my opinion, but she starts off the vlog and it's like, oh, it's 10 o'clock. I need to get to my training session. And then like 5 hours later, it's like, I still haven't trained. And it's like, I'll tell you fucking why you still haven't trained. Because you don't want to do that training session, because it is fucking boring and torturous. That is why. Because you're like, oh, fuck it, I don't want to. And then she's like, oh, today I've got to do 8 minutes rowing.
It just gets really repetitive because you have to train, obviously, in the stations that you're going to do. But I think what I'm going to take from it now, because I'm going to be doing it individually, so that's all on me. So you can split your time when you're in doubles. So I've done it twice with a girl and then done it twice with a boy. Yeah. So you've done the men's weights.
Right.
So this time it's all on me. So I think what I'm going to take from it is just not to burn out with the training and try and enjoy it as much as I can.
I think so. I think people make
strength train at the same time as well. You know,
right. This is my next thing that I don't like about it, is that I feel like if I did High Rocks, I wouldn't have this body that I have.
Yeah.
Like, and I feel like people that do it, when I see them training, I'm like, they're not even finishing the movement. They're too worried about the fucking time.
It's all about the time. They're literally chasing the time. So you're running. And you've got people like fully pushing past you. because they're trying to get like a 4-minute 1K. And it's like, you know, they are literally chasing the
I just
time.
feel like when they're doing like the exercises, like I just feel like it's very like rushed.
Yeah.
You know, like Amanda and I were filming this morning at the gym, and I seen this guy, and I just looked at him, and even Amanda was like, that doesn't even make sense. He was doing box jumps where it's like you would want to like squat down, fully get into the squat, extend up, like contract your glutes, jump on top, walk down, done. Right? This guy was like hardly even jumping because he wants to make a faster time.
Like a Jack in the Box.
Yeah, it was just like
a little frog.
And I was like, just give it up, just go home, you know? But anyways, that was my opinion.
I think for me, it's just a challenge. I think that'll be me done then, I think. For high rocks, I think I'd rather focus on something else.
Bikini fitness?
Oh God, definitely not.
Come.
Definitely not. Definitely not.
Come. Mine is, listen, the bodybuilding thing is also a cult.
No, I'd like to go into more like strength training, I think.
Strength training for me is amazing. I love it. I'm not a huge, I mean, I'll take my dog a big walk. I'll sometimes do the Stairmaster. But now that I am the way that I am, and I've lost like 12 kilos, I do like a 10th of the cardio I used to do.
Yeah, I know.
Like a 10th.
I enjoy it, you see.
Yeah, no, I get that.
I enjoy a run. I enjoy my heart rate not being able to like breathe. I enjoy it.
Right.
So, you know, when I go to CrossFit and I do those hard workouts, it's like, wow, I feel like I've really accomplished
Are you only
something.
going to the CrossFit box now?
Yeah, I've been there for like, I've never moved. It's about 10 years now.
No, so since I know you.
Yeah, loyal.
Yeah, well, you've been to you had a Megasport
I
phase.
did do a Megasport at one point because I wanted to do a little bit more additional training.
Yeah,
I
remember that.
Yeah, and then I really enjoyed that, so I was doing a little bit more training. But then I got pregnant. Then COVID happened.
Yes,
COVID happened. Then I got pregnant, and there's just
here,
no way I'm doing 2 gyms these days.
A skincare range later.
Convenience.
I'm so happy with this. If people want to buy your skincare, where can they buy it?
They can buy it online at www.sdskin.co.uk.
Okay. Is there shipping to Mallorca? Or if they want to buy it here in Mallorca, they can go
We've
to
got
where?
stock in Mallorca at the moment. We're only shipping via the UK at the moment until we figure
the
EU out because they've got customs charges and stuff. So
I know. Well, what I'm going to do is obviously put everything down below that you can find out about Steph, the skincare, everything, her Instagram, ST Skin website, and you can check it out. I think you can also buy it at Glow here.
You can buy it in Glow, yeah.
You can buy it at a place called Glow here.
Yeah.
And I think they have pretty much everything.
I think she's probably got about 4 or 5 of the products.
Yeah, so you can nip there.
Yeah.
It's in Palmanova, in Calvia, in Mallorca. And thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you for having me.
Dealing with all my nightmare questions.
Thank you for having me. I'm literally just going to go and buy some knack.
All right, guys. I'll put everything, like I said, down below. Thank you very much for watching this episode. Stay trendy, guys, and we'll see you at the next one. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.